Hello everyone, this is Zooc bringing you a new vlog update, the last one before I go home. I've decided, set in stone at this point, to go back to Romania because things are just aren't working out for me here, and I'm spending too much money on rent and groceries, like double the price that I was spending in Romania. That it's just not worth it anymore. I've applied to over 150 places, and people just don't even give a shit. They don't care to reply or anything. There just seems to be no hope. So I'm just gonna give that idea up. I don't regret doing it. It was worth a shot because it's something that's been bugging me for like 3-4 years now. I've been wanting to do this, but I wasn't prepared. I wasn't prepared enough. At least I have some sort of an income now, so I could afford to pay the rent and the shit. But job wise, it's just really nasty here right now. It's very difficult to find anything, and the state keeps favoring all these fucking political refugees coming in here, leeching off the state, and they get jobs before all the other immigrants because the state pays a percentage of their salary. So the employer is going to recruit them before anyone else because they don't have to pay as much for their salary. It's just a lot of fucking bullshit, and for someone to come here, even as a EU citizen, you just get looked up upon as a fucking scum of the earth. So whatever. I guess Sweden wasn't as accommodating as I thought it would be. In any case, I do have a plan. I've decided to go to cooking school in Romania, and as dismal as that sounds, it's at least the first step. This is something that I've been thinking about for a while now, and for a while as in 20 years, and it's just I could never take it seriously because there was always something else in my life, like my job as a graphic designer and doing a bunch of other shit, that I never really got around to seriously considering doing something like this. But at this point, when I have nothing left, it seems a pretty valid option, to be honest, especially considering that I have a very, very strong interest in the culinary arts. I've been to a lot of countries. I've eaten at a lot of restaurants there, especially in America. I've been to like tons of places, both in Europe as well, and in Romania, unfortunately. And the reason that I want to do this right now is because in Romania, there's a severe, severe lack of interest when it comes to quality customer service, quality food, doing the best you can, learning more, doing things right from a technical point of view. That it's just sad, people opening restaurants, like these huge places, like 200 seats, and producing the most retarded shit food, something that any 50-year-old woman can cook at home. So I plan to change that because I know where to get my information. I know I have a pretty good idea of what's good and what's not, and a lot of the food that's served in Romanian restaurants is not up to par with what you'd expect. It's basically home food, and home food more often than not is very much wrong from a technical standpoint, as in quality control, right cuts of meat for the right purposes. Hell, even fries. I've never had a decent batch of fries in a Romanian restaurant. I can't believe that people don't know how to cook fries in a restaurant. So, I'm gonna change all that. I know it's an ambitious project, and it's definitely not gonna be a piece of cake, especially in Romania's economy. But the fact of the matter is, I'm sick and tired of people not giving a shit. So I'm gonna change that. And I know it's somewhat, it's totally over my head at this point because I have no formal training. But I wish I did. I really wish I had the money to study in a place like the Culinary Institute of America or Johnson and Wales. But it costs so much. It's like 15 or 16,000 a year for a 2-year course. So this course that I'm going to take is only 20 weeks. It's only 5 months. But at least I'll have a diploma at the end, which is apparently recognized internationally. So whatevs. And from then on, I can, work on improving my repertoire and my skill on my own. But I am hoping to land a job in a restaurant and at least do them a fucking favor and remove boiled meat from the menu. Because I swear, there was this restaurant that was ranked like 3rd or 4th best restaurant in Romania. And they had shit like boiled meat, a very basic form of polenta that's like, it's basically maize and water and salt. Just very simplistic and lame shit on their menu. Stuff that they could improve drastically, but they just don't because they don't give a shit, or they're too lazy, or they're too cheap to do anything about it. So, I want to change that. I want to be a good chef and have work in a restaurant, because in a restaurant it's the chef that makes it a successful place. Nothing else. You can have 5 fucking bands playing, the best decor on the planet, friendliest waiters. If the food is shit, people aren't gonna come back. And that's the gist of it. And in most Romanian places, food is indeed shit. And the people that say that it's not, they just haven't had enough food to know if it's good or not. Well, I have had enough food to know what is good and what is not, as you can probably tell by my physique. So yeah, I've always been interested in it, and I've eaten a lot of different things in a lot of different places. And in Romania, there's gigantic room for improvement. So yeah, I'm gonna be working on doing just that. And eventually, when I do have the money, I would like to get some better form of training. Like if I manage to save up some money, I will probably go to America and go to the Culinary Institute, which basically spits out the best chefs working in the best restaurants, getting paid 100, 200,000 a year, something like that. Just basically the salary of a brain surgeon. So it's a pretty good career. It's not demeaning in any sort of way. It's greatly artistic and very, you always learn. You spend your entire life learning. You never truly reach the end of the line learning how to cook. There's always something else that you can learn. Chemistry, very deep on chemistry. And I like chemistry. I like knowing how things react with each other, just like I like knowing the same about people. Um, Things that are like taste, what goes with what, how to recognize, butcher stuff, meat, what kind of meat to use in what circumstance. Just a lot of interesting things that, people get happy when they eat. Food makes people happy. That's scientifically proven. Not chocolate. I'm not talking about like chemically, just from a social point of view. It's nice going out with someone, having a really good dish, having a really nice meal, and talking and having some wine or something. Well, if you go out and the food is shit, it ruins everyone's mood. That I know that for sure. So people get pissed, people get stressed. Well, if you provide good food, people will start asking for you. It's like, who's the chef? Who cooked this? This is amazing, stuff like that. And you'll gain influence and you'll feel good. It's a very rewarding feeling making something for someone and them liking it, not having a single bad thing to say about it. And that's the level that I want to reach. Right now, I'm shit. I can make like chicken pot pie and some brownies. But other than that, I'm very limited when it comes to knowing about food. But I am reading. I'm reading a lot. Whenever I'm not working, I'm reading and watching shows and watching instructional videos. And I'm really preparing for this. And I've invested about $300 worth of fucking equipment in this already. For example, today I went and bought this monster of a knife. It's like a professional chef's knife. Cost me $140, fuck's sake. I bought a bunch of other shit as well off the internet. So I'm taking this seriously. It's not just initial enthusiasm. So I'm planning to actually make something out of this, because I'm sick. I'm fucking sick of people not giving a fuck about their job, treating this profession as just something else to do for money. It's not just that. It's something that can make you as a person. It's a career that can change your life if you're put in the right amount of effort and interest in it, and you prepare well and you train yourself and you read. It's a lot of reading to do, a lot of experimenting, a lot of general knowledge about things. And it's important because people are always going to want to eat. People eat all the time. And if you're the one that provides the best food around, then guess what? Muchos dineros. That's all I gotta say about that. So yeah, the money is good, the atmosphere is good. You're working with people. You're working to create something artistic and delicious. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. It's clear to me. Thing is, with graphic design, it's just I don't feel it anymore. I'm just tired of it. It's a bunch of jerking around with people that think they know better than you, or you're busting your balls trying to get a job when everyone just hires Indians that work for 3 cents an hour. So fuck that shit. That's what I say. But in any case, I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm going back home. A lot of people have offered to help me out and like given me tips and stuff, and even like asked to meet in town and have buy me a beer or something like that. So that was really nice. Thank you everyone for being like supportive and trying to help. But it just wasn't meant to be. I guess it's not the right time. It's just not. Nobody's hiring. Nobody cares. Nobody, immigrants are looked on as fucking shitheads. All of them, despite being black, white, smart, with dumb, doesn't matter. We all get thrown into the same pot. So, yeah, maybe later on, when I have enough money, I'll come back or go to somewhere else. Or in any case, I'm not planning on staying in Romania. That's for fucking sure. I still have the exact same opinion about it as I had before, so nothing has changed. It's just under these circumstances, it's better for me to be there right now and not spend hundreds of euros on rent and groceries when I can use that money to, help my mother out or buy shit for myself, because I like doing that too. So yeah, that was it. That was the vlog update. It's gonna be Zooc to Chef soon enough. Only 20 weeks. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you for my next drawing, which is probably tomorrow or something like that. And yeah, that's it. Bye bye.